The Volkswagen Golf Mk7 is a compact car, the seventh generation of the Volkswagen Golf and the successor to the Volkswagen Golf Mk6. It was announced in Berlin on September 4, 2012, before a public launch at the 2012 Paris Auto Show. Cars reached Volkswagen dealers in the Golf's European domestic market on November 10, 2012. The Golf Mk7 uses the same MQB platform as the third-generation Audi A3, Seat Liquide and Angstrom Škoda Octavia. At its introduction in 2013, it won the Car of the Year Japan Award, the first time it was awarded to a European product. Features. Compared to the previous generation, the Golf Mk7 has a roomier cabin, with greater shoulder room for the front and rear passengers, rear legroom and boot space. It features a number of new safety systems, including a multi-collision braking system to automatically brake the car after an accident in order to avoid a second collision, adaptive cruise control including an emergency braking function, a lane-keeping assistant, driver fatigue detection, traffic sign recognition and an automatic parking system. Engine options at launch include 1.2 and 1.4-litre turbocharged petrol engines, with 85 PS and 140 PS respectively, and 1.6 and 2.0-litre diesel engines, with 105 PS and 150 PS respectively. The 1.6 TDI Blue Motion concept has a theoretical combined fuel consumption of 3.2 al/100 km and anticipated 85 grams per kilometre CO2 emissions. Available body styles are 3- and 5-door hatchbacks, a 5-door estate, and a 5-door Golf SV. Variants to be introduced later include a 5-door Golf CC liftback, and 2-door cabriolet. The Golf went on sale in the UK in early January and was released in Australia in April 2013. In Brazil, the Golf Mk7 went on sale in September 2013, only in the Highline and GTI trims, along with the Comfortline trim, which was made available from March 2014. All models were imported from Germany. VW confirmed that models from August 2014 on will be imported from the Puebla assembly line, until local assembly starts. Brazilian assembly is already confirmed and expected to start in 2015. Engines. The Golf line is available in all the relevant drive systems. The Golf TSI, including GTI, is gasoline-powered. Golf TDI, including GTD, is diesel-powered. The Golf TGI is powered by compressed natural gas. The e-Golf is powered by electricity. And Golf GTE is a plug-in hybrid. The use of a modular transverse matrix assembly kit enables the manufacturing of Golf models with gasoline, diesel, natural gas, electric and hybrid drives from bumper to bumper at Volkswagen factories. Retail deliveries of the e-Golf in Germany are scheduled to begin in the second quarter of 2014. U.S. sales are slated to start on selected markets during the fourth quarter of 2014. The Golf GTE will be launched also in the fourth quarter of 2014. All internal combustion engines are 4-cylinder units. Awards: 2013 European Car of the Year, 2013 World Car of the Year, 2013 Car of the Year Japan, 2013-14 Japan's Import Car of the Year, 2014 What Car? Best Estate Car, 2013 Wheels Car of the Year, 2013 Cars Guide Car of the Year, Golf SV, based on the VW Sportvan concept shown at the 2013 Frankfurt Motor Show. It uses the VW Group MQB platform shared by many of Volkswagen's range. The Golf SV is the third variant of the seventh-generation Golf, alongside the hatchback and the estate, and has a look that clearly follows the design of its siblings, with strong elements of Volkswagen Euro 1 registered trademark S design Euro 1 registered trademark. At 4,338 mm long, the new SV is 134 mm longer than the Golf Plus that it replaces, and 83 mm longer than the Golf. It is 224 mm shorter than the Golf Estate. Compared with the boot of its predecessor, capacity is increased by 76 litres to 500 litres with the back seats at their rearmost position. Moving the rear seats forwards increases the luggage capacity to 590 litres. while folding the rear seats liberates up to 1,520 liters of room. The front passenger seat can also optionally fold fully forward, creating a load space which is up to 2,484 mm long. Like the Golf SV comes with many standard and optional safety systems. These include a standard automatic post-collision braking system which automatically brakes the vehicle after a collision to reduce kinetic energy significantly and thus minimize the chance of a second impact, and a pre-crash system which, on detecting the possibility of an accident, pre-tensions seat belts and closes the windows and sunroof, leaving just a small gap, to ensure the best possible protection from the airbags. A first for the Golf SV is a blind spot monitor, dubbed side scan, with an assistant for exiting parking spaces. This monitors the area behind and to the sides of the vehicle, ensuring easier and safer egress when reversing from a parking bay. It will be packaged as an option together with lane assist. Powering the SV is a range of petrol and diesel engines, all of which incorporate stop-start and battery regeneration systems. There are two turbocharged 1.2-liter petrol engines with 85 and 110 picoseconds. Two 1.4-liter turbocharged petrol engines with 125 and 150 picoseconds. And three turbo diesels, a 2.0-liter 150 picoseconds, a 1.6-liter 90 picoseconds and a 1.6-liter 110 picoseconds. When fitted in the Golf SV Blue Motion, this last engine is expected to return fuel economy of 76.3 mpg and emit 95 grams per kilometer of CO2. All engines apart from the 1.2-liter TSI 85 picoseconds can be ordered with a DSG gearbox. Golf Estate, like the multi-award-winning Golf hatchback, the Golf Estate is available in S, SE and GT trim levels, with the same high levels of equipment, refinement and safety. The Golf Estate Euro unregistered trademark S load space volume has been expanded from the 505 litres of its predecessor to 605 litres, versus the 380 litre of the Golf hatchback. Loaded up to the front seat backrests and under the roof, the new Golf Estate offers an impressive cargo volume of no less than 1,620 litres. The rear seat backrests can be folded remotely via a release in the boot. 4 petrol engines and 3 diesel engines are available, ranging from 85 to 140 picoseconds in the petrol and 90 to 150 picoseconds for the diesel engines. For the first time the Golf Estate will also be available as AA Euro Fuller Euro unregistered trademark Blue Motion model. This model uses a 1.6-liter diesel engine producing 110 picoseconds, has a 6-speed manual gearbox, and is expected to achieve a combined fuel consumption of just 85.6 mpg. Like the Golf hatchback, the new Golf Estate is based on the MQB platform. This innovative platform uses new production techniques which help make the new model up to 105 kg lighter than its predecessor, and also allows greater access to new technologies. Volkswagen have announced the upcoming launch of a Golf Estate R, using the same EA888 2.0 power plant found in the MKVII Golfer hatchback. Golf GTE. The Golf GTE is driven by 2 engines, a 1.4-liter 150 picoseconds TSI direct injection petrol engine and a 102 picoseconds electric motor. Together, they combine to produce power of 204 picoseconds and a theoretical range of around 580 miles. Using the electric motor alone, the GTE is capable of speeds of 81 mph. With the TSI engine as well, the Golf GTE can sprint from 0 to 62 mph in 7.6 seconds and on to 135 mph. Torque is a remarkable 350 Nm. Alongside this impressive performance, the Golf GTE offers impressive fuel efficiency, with a combined cycle figure of 188 mpg and CO2 emissions of 35 grams per kilometer. In pure electric mode, the Golf GTE can travel up to 31 miles, depending on conditions, and the electric power can also be saved for example when driving to a zero-emissions zone. The 8.8 kWh lithium-ion battery can be charged in around 3.5 hours from a domestic mains outlet, or 2.5 hours from a domestic wallbox. The battery weighs 120 kg, giving the GTE a total curb weight of 1,520 kg. The Golf GTE uses a 6-speed DSG gearbox with a triple clutch system specially developed for hybrid vehicles. The electric motor is integrated into the gearbox housing, while further hybrid components include power electronics and a charger. An electromechanical brake servo and an electric air conditioning compressor make for energy-efficient braking and air conditioning. Inside as on the outside, the Golf GTE features blue highlights where the GTI has red. This includes stitching on the steering wheel, gear lever gaiter and seats, and a blue stripe in the tartan pattern on the sports seats. The 8-inch Discover Pro satellite navigation system with DAB radio and Bluetooth is standard, and includes bespoke functions for electric vehicles, including the ability to identify potential destinations on electric range, and electric charging points. The GTE will also feature an e-manager which allows the driver to preset vehicle charging, as well as interior cooling or heating. These functions can also be operated remotely using the Volkswagen CarNet app on a smartphone. A 3-year subscription will be included in the UK. Golf GTD. The new GTD is powered by a 2.0-litre turbocharged common rail diesel engine with 184 picoseconds. Maximum torque Euro. The characteristic that arguably best defines the easily accessible performance of the GTD Euro has risen from 350 Nm to 380 Nm from just 1,750 RPMs. The Golf R, in comparison, has 380 Nm from 1,800 RPMs. Acceleration from 0 to 62 mph takes just 7.5 seconds, while the top speed is 142 mph, yet the new Golf GTD has a combined fuel consumption of 67.5 mpg, making for CO2 emissions of only 109 grams per kilometre. With the optional 6-speed DSG, fuel consumption is 62.8 mpg and CO2 emissions of 119 grams per kilometre. As evidence of the progress which Volkswagen has made over the years in combining performance and economy, when the first-generation Golf Blue Motion went on sale at the end of 2007, it too returned 62.8 mpg and had CO2 emissions of 119 grams per kilometre. As with the GTI, a very high level of safety equipment is found as standard on the MK-VII GTD. Golf GTI. The new GTI is powered by a 2.0-litre turbocharged direct-injection petrol engine with 220 picoseconds. In the GTI performance version, the engine Euro unregistered trademark S maximum power is boosted to 230 picoseconds. Both GTI models develop a maximum torque of 350 Nm. The standard GTI accelerates to 62 mph in 6.5 seconds and reaches a top speed of 152 mph. The GTI Performance has a top speed of 155 mph and needs just 6.4 seconds for the sprint to 62 mph. Despite its impressive performance, the new Golf GTI is in Insurance Group 29EA Euro 5 groups lower than its predecessor. Both versions of the GTI are equipped with a stop-start system and fulfill the EU6 emissions standard that takes effect in 2014. With a 6-speed manual gearbox, they attain the same low fuel consumption value of 47.1 mpg. This means that the latest Golf GTI offers an 18% improvement in fuel economy compared to the previous model. With the optional 6-speed DSG gearbox, the two GTI models achieve fuel consumption figures of 44.1 mpg. Buyers who opt for the £980 performance pack gain not just an extra 10 picoseconds of power, but also uprated brakes and a limited slip differential. The front differential is a new development, dubbed VAQ. This provides more neutral and agile driving behavior and allows higher speeds to be carried through curves. The system consists of a multi-plate coupler between the differential cage and right driveshaft, which controls locking torque electro-hydraulically. Visually, vehicles with the performance pack are distinguished solely by a Euro GTI Euro unregistered trademark lettering on the red brake calipers. As well as high performance, a high level of safety equipment comes as standard in the Golf GTI. On top of high passive safety levels thanks in part to a passenger cell made from high and ultra-high strength steels active safety features include the automatic post-collision braking system, which automatically applies the vehicle brakes after an accident to reduce the chances of a second impact. The pre-crash system, which tensions seat belts and closes windows and the sunroof if an accident is likely to improve the effectiveness of the airbags. Front assist, which warns the driver in the event of coming too close to the vehicle in front, can prime the brakes, and operates at speeds of up to 99 mph. City emergency braking, which can automatically brake the vehicle at speeds below 18 mph. Automatic distance control, a radar-operated cruise control that maintains a set distance from the vehicle in front. And 7 airbags as standard, including one for the driver, a unregistered trademark SNES. Golf R. At the heart of the R is a newly developed version of the 4-cylinder 2.0-litre turbocharged EA888 TSI petrol engine used in the latest Golf GTI, but in this application producing 300 picoseconds from 5,500 to 6,200 RPMs and 380 Nm from 1,800 to 5,500 RPMs compared with the CTIA unregistered trademark S power plant. The Golf R unregistered trademark S engine has a modified cylinder head, exhaust valves, valve seats and springs, pistons, injection valves and turbocharger. 0 to 62 mph takes 5.3 seconds, or 4.9 seconds with optional DSG gearbox. In third-party testing, it has been recorded at 4.7 seconds using launch control. The top speed is electronically limited to 155 mph. Despite this increased performance, a combined fuel consumption of 39.8 mpg, and CO2 emissions of 165 grams per kilometer make the Golf R up to 18% more efficient than its predecessor. The R uses a 5th-generation Holdex 4-motion 4-wheel drive system. Under low loads or when coasting, the rear axle is decoupled, helping to reduce fuel consumption. Drive to the rear axle can be engaged in fractions of a second via the Holdex coupling, which is actuated by an electro-hydraulic pump. Almost 100% of power can be transferred to the rear axle. The ride height is 20 mm lower than the standard Golf. For the first time, this offers AA unregistered trademark mode, which increases damping, thereby reducing body movements. Race mode also attenuates throttle response, and alters the shift pattern of the DSG gearbox. On top of ESC Sport mode, as found on the GTI and GTD, which delays intervention of the electronic stability control system, the R offers the option fully to disengage the ESC, for track driving. References. External links.